What's up, YouTube? What's up to all the Jersey Headz, my friends, my family, anyone else watching these videos? MightyFan here. Again, hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Mine was interesting, as I was sick. I had a pretty nasty virus come. No, it wasn't swine flu, but so thank goodness for that. But it was a pretty nasty virus nonetheless. Started Christmas Eve, and it pretty much went through for a couple days. Finally got it out of my system, so my Christmas came a little later than it should have, but it was great nonetheless. If anything else, I'm glad just to have that virus out of my system. But I hope the rest of you guys had a very Merry Christmas. I know that some of you started to post some videos. I know Murph has posted a video on his Christmas pickups. Great stuff, man. And I guess I'm coming a little late to the party, but I was kind of out of commission for a couple of days, but I'm back. And I got a couple nice, really nice jerseys nice additions to the collections, if I can speak properly tonight. Both came from my dad, so a big thank you to him and a big shout out to him. I was able. He got me a very nice throwback hockey jersey and a grail of mine as well. My collection. If you guys know my posts on Jersey Central, you know what I'm talking about and what I'm about to show here momentarily, because one of the two jerseys has been a real grail of mine for a while. Very elusive jersey, hard to get, but it's in the collection now. So, so here we go. Without further ado, the first one here is a Love to Canada edition. It's This is actually it's not a vintage line CCM. It's actually a vintage CCM. The vintage line CCMs is something more recent. They made the throwback hockey jerseys, but this one was actually made back in the day when they wore these jerseys. This is a Calgary Flames, circa, I guess, early 90s Theo Fleury jersey. And there's the back with the Fleury 14. It's a pretty cool jersey. And the thing I always liked about hockey jerseys is there's so much going on. There's, a neat little pattern there on the sleeves, and you got the piping around the neckline, and of course the piping going, the striping, I should say, going around the bottom. And the thing I like about this style is, see, it kind of has that dramatic upward motion, I guess, with the striping on the front. I guess it's supposed to be symbolic of a flame or something like that. But it's just it's different, because most hockey jerseys in the front, like on the bottom, the striping just goes around. This kind of shoots upwards, so it's kind of different. And of course, it has the alternate A patch. And Theo Fleury was one of the better players on the Flames back in the day. Helped the Flames win the Stanley Cup back in 1989. Of course, they were the Atlanta Flames before the Calgary Flames. And this jersey is, I guess, an early 90s style when they kind of changed their jerseys around a little bit and to this design. And it's a little different than the ones they wore when they won the Cup back in 1989. But it's still a pretty nice looking jersey, a classic jersey from a time gone by. So there's my Theo Fleury, vintage Theo Fleury Calgary Flames jersey. And now to the Grail jersey. This one has been very elusive, as you guys know. I even posted about this in my horror stories video, as you guys know. And horror story no more, because it was able. My dad was able to win it off eBay, and I was able to, and of course, give it to me for Christmas, and I was able to add it to the collection. And we are talking about the 1976. Why I'm wearing my Hank Aaron, by the way. 1976. This is a rare Mitchell & Ness jersey. It's the rare away Atlanta Braves jersey from circa 1976. This, of course, being the Phil Niekro, the old knuckleballer. Atlanta Braves jersey. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. Very elusive. I was outbid on it in the past. My dad was outbid on it on the past. Not this time. Not this time. All you bidders, not this time. Beautiful jersey. It has the Indian feather on one sleeve, and on the other it has the National League Centennial patch that all the teams in the National League wore for that season, 1976. Beautiful jersey, rare. You don't see this one very often. I know Nick from Nick's Locker Room is selling this one right now, but other than that, it doesn't come around that often. And I love the colors. I think it really pops with the gray background. I really like it. I like the Atlanta and the 35, and that really pops in the front. It really stands out because of the gray. And I like gray jerseys also. I know I always talk about the powder blues, and I do. I love the powder blue throwbacks. But I always like a good gray throwback also, because I think it really sets off the color the colors in the script, in the font and the numbers. Really does a nice job, and I love the fact that the sleeves are the blue too, because I think that really sets it all off. I think it's just an amazingly done jersey. And you don't see this one very often. When you see throwback Braves jerseys, you usually see this one here, the white one, or you see the blue one, this style in blue. But you don't see the gray one too often. But it's part of my collection. And I think it's a really nice looking jersey. I really like it. I think it really pops. And again, the no name on the back is really cool too. Just the 35, just the 44. It's neat of the time gone by. So one of the great all-time pitchers, Hall of Famer, Phil Niekro, Atlanta Braves. It was elusive. No more. And again, a big thank you and a big shout out to my father for hooking me up with these two jerseys for Christmas. They were great Christmas gifts, as well as the other stuff I got for Christmas. And I hope, again, the rest of you got some great additions. I look forward to seeing the pickups by the rest of you, if you so choose to post them on YouTube, which I'm sure you will at some point. And I know, as I was dazing in and out of consciousness on Christmas, I was watching on the MLB network the special they did on PBS back when called Baseball. I'm blanking on who directed it at the current time, but it's a beautiful piece. Just great history. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's simply called Baseball. Ken Burns, that's who directed it. Ken Burns. I knew it would come to me eventually. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch it. Some great old footage, black and white footage, and you know, just great footage of the time gone by. And the only thing I can think of when I was watching that was Tint's collection with the old flannels, because I know I saw a few of those jerseys in his collection on that video in the documentary of some of those players he has the collection of, and those old baseball flannel jerseys. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, that's my plug. That's my I guess plug for you guys. Anyone who has any interest at all in the sport of baseball, watch Ken Burns' Baseball. It's an amazing series, great stuff. I still have to watch it all the way through, but I have it on my Netflix queue, so I'll be watching that. I'll be watching the rest of it at some point. So great stuff. I also want to real quick give a shout out to one of our newer members, Little Jersey Man. Little Jersey Man is another youngster in our Jersey Headz community. Big shout out to you, man, and I will be responding to your challenge. I think I gave away one of my jerseys, though, for your challenge of what's the 3 in your collection, top 3 that you won't part with. You won't trade, you won't sell. I think we all know one of those 3 is going to be. So, there you go. But I'm going to make that video tomorrow night, and then, of course, I'm going to be making Jersey Kids challenge video also, the most rare jersey in your collection. And I'll be making that video, and I'll be making some other videos too. So keep an eye out, and again, happy holidays to all of you. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and an early Happy New Year to all of you. So I look forward to seeing the rest of your video, Christmas pickups, whatever it may be. I look forward to it, and the rest of your videos also, all the Jersey Heads out there. And any Jersey Heads who hasn't posted videos on YouTube yet, get to it. MightyFan has told you so. All right. Peace. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.